Also, the funny thing is, after the period where Chobra left OGN, what's ridiculous is he went and joined ESL, right? And at the time, as well as doing like StarCraft and Heroes of Storm or a daughter and stuff, at the time, I remember there was even like, I think he did like one of the events that had like Counter-Strike. And I even remember messaging you like, I can't believe you're actually in Counter-Strike, mate, because unfortunately you've picked the one person I can't work with right now. Because that was like, if you remember 2015, 2014 was when I was like blacklisted. I was like Voldemort, he who shall not be named. And I didn't come back till like later in 2016. So what's ridiculous, we actually could have worked an event together if the time had been different. Yeah.
Yeah. It just kind of overlapped right during that period, which is unfortunate. Yeah.
Because it's not like in League Chobra, where I always thought it was a little bit awkward, you know. There I am, like veteran interviewer in League of Legends. I've done all these talk shows with Monte. Monte's working all these events with people, English language. Never any invite, of course. Never any sort of like, oh, maybe we get you on the broadcast. Oh, you're here in Korea. You've moved to Korea. Maybe we bring you up for a week. No, never, nothing at all. What basically happened to what Chobra was, you know, I just worked with him for all these years, helped build his image, build up this whole thing. And then eventually, it's just when I actually like fucking took a job at like a Counter-Strike tournament organizer, then Monte was suddenly there like, oh, all right, we're working together now, mate, after all these years. Like, in my game, okay, I see how
I see.
Mate. Oh, I see. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is yours too, right? Okay. Now I get how this dynamic works. Okay, I didn't want to bring it up, you know. So I do keep some things inside, Monty. I don't just let them all out.
That is a good point, actually.
Because I used to come there, dude, and anyone else who even just arrived in Korea who spoke English, Monty would be like, just get him on the broadcast or something. Like, just get this player in here. Like, come on in here, guy. Like, and then I was just like, put me in the game, coach. But if you know me, I'm not the sort of person who's going and ask for that sort of thing. You have to, you have to know what I'm a bit like a woman in that sense. You have to know what I'm thinking and then ask me. And I don't want to have to tell you because you should know already exactly, Monty. Now you know the odd couple dynamic we had.
The funny thing about me too is like if you had said something, I never am just me as a person. Like I'm never like offended by that or like sure. I'm always like willing to play the to like entertain those opinions. So it's like I probably would have just said, oh shit, I never thought about that. Let's do it.
I will say though, in line with this story though, there was a thing like that one that he did once tell me, which is apparently once when they were doing all those IEMs, and that was the only tournament, if you remember, in the West that was allowed to have League of Legends that wasn't Riot's games, right? Because they had that poor relationship with them. In fact, at the time they still had like the EULCS was in like the Riot studio, in the ESL offices in Cologne, etc. They used their place. So famously, what they would do is Riot was smart though. They wouldn't just give you all their best teams and let you do a better open circuit. They would always be like, right, you can have like 4 EU teams, like 2 NA teams, and you have to have like, a team from Turkey and a team from Brazil. And like what they'd do is they'd sort of make it so you could only have like sort of like 70% as good a tournament as them. So at the time, Carmack's whole thing when they would run these IMs and they had Monte there was like, right, let's just make it so like we essentially use like a different attitude and entertainment value. Yes. That's what I was selling point. And supposedly he did ask Monte once.
I did.
What could we do to make our events totally unique to Riot?
Yes.
And Monte, because this is how Monte, he's such an earnest character, you have to understand, guys, actually just straight looked at Carmack in his face, I think even in Poland, and just said to him, like, just hire Thorin to work Katowice, which Carmack must have been like, really, motherfucker? Pick anyone else in the world, you know what I mean?
I think, but no. Okay, but I did say that, and I did push for it. So I was going to actually tell that story when I did push for you, because what happened was Carmack came up to me and he was like, Monte, I really want you to be, spicier. And we were talking about Summoning Insight. He's like, I want to make a different product to what Riot has. Like, I want to be edgier. I'm like, okay, fine. And I said, you know what you could do is just hire Thorin, because you want this thing that we do already on Summoning Insight. So why not just hire him? And it didn't have to be Katowice. Obviously, I did a couple of IEM San Jose's as well.
Right. Yeah, true.
And I think it was, I don't remember if it was at Poland or I was in San Jose. I obviously knew what had happened at Katowice for Counter-Strike. So, but yeah, I think there was a real opportunity there. But Carmack was like, nah. This just goes to show that people's this is how dumb this industry is that people's personal grudges actually just get in the way of doing something cool. It was like, nah, we can't possibly do that. I'm like, why? It's literally the thing that you want. Like, just do it. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So I did push for you. I did.
Fair enough.
Speaking of,
there's an alternate universe where you were actually like on the desk for League of Legends and IEM San Jose. I would have enjoyed the Mark Cuban roasts.
Absolutely.
The second one of those.
Yes. I could have had him before Shaq. Exactly. I could have got him, then Shaq afterwards.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, you know, be a pleb and don't.